everyone. Hi, hello. I'm laughing because, hi, it's me. Welcome to another episode of Alison Rosen's Your New Best Friend. I'm sitting here in Pod Cabin with your husband and mine, Daniel Quantz. Okay, so a second before I started, I turned to Daniel and I said, how do I start the show again? I knew that there's three things I say.
Right.
Hey, everyone. Hi, hello.
Hey, everyone. Hi, hello.
But I couldn't remember the order I put them in. And interestingly enough, on a very early show, I used a different order.
That is interesting.
I said enough. Interesting enough. It's mid-tristing.
It's mid-tristing.
Anyway, hello, everyone. Welcome to another exciting episode. Oh, now I'm back in the groove.
Wow, look at that.
Hey, everyone. Hi, hello. It's me. Blah, 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 blah. Welcome to another exciting episode. Well, okay.
That's how it goes, love.
If now I'm back, who was I mere moments ago?
I don't know.
Like, who was that?
Early onset dementia, Allison.
Oh, fuck. What if? I am worried about that.
Well, it's always a fear.
Yeah.
Because it's terrible.
And I feel like I'm going to read something that's like, you know what the number one way to prevent dementia is? Stop napping with a heat pad. Or like the most at-risk group for napping is like 50-year-olds who podcast.
Yeah.
I mean, not for napping, for dementia.
I think that I'm like hopeful that science is finding solutions to these problems.
You think they're going to
before I am suffer from it?
You think they're going to prioritize dementia over going to Mars or whatever they're doing?
Well, they're not the same people. It's not like they choose.
Oh, no, sorry. RFK Jr. is on top of dementia research.
So that's the good news. They're not having to choose between Mars. I think there's a lot of focus happening on this kind of stuff. I mean, like, of all of the problems that science could be tackling, I think they're tackling brain stuff. So that's good.
Here's the thing, though. Whatever it is that ultimately gets us, that's what we'll wish they had spent all their time focusing on. Like, if it's because right now I'm worried about dementia, but let's say it's cancer, or let's say it's heart disease.
Yeah, the fear is that it's one of those rare cancers that it's like there's tons of research going into certain cancers, but not the one you get. You get the one out of 10,000 people get.
Yeah, maybe you're not that special.
Yeah. That's
what I tell myself when I get on an airplane. I'm not that special.
You're not make the news special.
Yeah, but in general, breast cancer is really not a bad one anymore. It's not a death sentence. I mean, I feel like as I'm saying this, someone's like, I lost my best friend to blah, blah, blah. But in
from
general,
a numbers standpoint.
Yeah. Like if they find something in your breast, there's a good chance.
I know several women who've got breast cancer who've survived it and are thriving.
Yeah. And I don't know if that has to do with early detection or what, but I feel like it used to definitely be not that anyone wants it, but it was much more serious than it seems to be nowadays.
Yeah.
So go breasts.
Yeah, go breasts. That's what I say.
Yeah.
I used to have a shirt
that said "Go breasts."
Go breasts.
Yeah.
Team breasts.
And the school made you take it off.
Yeah, but I think there's a lot of work being done on dementia and Alzheimer's. I feel like every month or so there's some article that's like
eat blueberries.
Well, that's finding links and things that can help. So I don't know.
That link between hearing and dementia is interesting.
You want to hear a crazy story? They've done research. They've done all this research on whether there's a link between, your cell phone. What was that?
I don't know. I just heard like a rolling sound. It's probably just a piece of equipment rolling on the table.
Research on the link between, your cell phone and like earbuds and radiation and brain tumors. Like, does it cause brain tumors?
There was a time where no one wanted to hold their phone to their ear.
And so they've been doing tons of research and they have found no causal link. But one thing that they have found, and they don't know why yet, is that rats that were exposed to a lot of this live longer. So,
oh my God, What? I'm not actually not on the phone much, but if holding your phone near your body is
So like,
anything,
so it may be the opposite, that there might be something to do with that constant low level. Look, I'm not recommending anybody like hold their phone to their head all the time, but I'm just saying like sometimes this stuff works out in weird ways.
Yeah.
Like they don't know why there seems to be this link.
When you first said with rats, I just pictured little rats like on a lot of business calls holding tiny phones to their ear or wearing headpieces, and it's cute.
They're all business rats.
Yeah.
They've all got the little microphone.
Corporate rats,
They've got
the bead.
Oh my God. Like rats with the like Madonna,
Yes.
fucking headphones with the things.
The Ms. Jackson, if you're nasty.
And they'd be walking around going really loud.
Yeah. That'd be cute. Okay, so a lot of stuff to get to, and it happened in rapid succession. So just right before we recorded, but before I forgot how I do the show, is something happening that we need to deal with? Daniel just looked at his watch.
Elliot is asking a question, and I don't know the answer to the question.
Oh, he didn't even think to ask me. It's because of the dementia. Okay, so I have to tell you about something that just happened mere moments ago. But before, I couldn't remember how to start the show when I turned into that other person. So anyway, there was a fire pretty close to us. They closed down the street, and I didn't know about this, but I heard you saying something about it. So then Elliot and our neighbors over, and our babysitter went outside, I guess, to go see what was going on because they shut the street down. And then they were out there for a while, and then they came back, and Elliot and our neighbor...
The neighbor is a year younger than Elliot.
Yes, yeah. It makes it sound like it's like a 45-year-old or something. The neighbor kid. They were all excited because the Burbank police talked to them and gave them, as according to Elliot, exclusive stickers.
They had these cool stickers.
They're cop cars that say Burbank police. That's the stickers.
They're like shiny metallic.
But Elliot was like, I never thought I would talk to a Burbank police or the Burbank police. I mean, oink, oink. Just kidding.
Oh, now come on, Burbank.
That's not what I'm saying about.
Who knew
that's
you?
Not what
Are you an ACAB?
That's not what I'm saying about the Burbank police. I'm saying that about our son. Like, what a bootlicker he is.
A bootlicker.
He was like, I mean, that's like talking to the government. And I said, it is actually. And he's like, wait, the cops are the government? And I'm like, well, they work for the government. But it was like he had talked to a celebrity. Right. He said something. He's like, I never thought I would talk to the Burbank police today.
Apparently the police officer said to him, now just know we were here first.
Before the fire department. Yeah. So,
it was very exciting.
I'm just trying to think, like, when you were 9, would talking to a policeman and getting a sticker be exciting?
Oh, for sure. The sticker part. That's way cool.
Yeah.
Like, that's smart. All police officers all of them should carry stickers.
That's what I'm saying. I think,
so
and
smart.
I'm being joking about this, but I'm joking about this, but I do think it's get 'em young propaganda. I think the cops saw kids and were like, okay, how would you put it?
I want my kids to feel safe approaching a police officer because if something happens, I don't want them to be afraid to go to the police.
Yeah.
Like if there's some weird person threatening them or something, I want them to feel like, okay, the police are on your side. So,
So therefore what? You're happy about this sticker exchange?
I mean, it's smart. It's like, yeah, the kids need, right? Am I wrong? Or are you just deep in your ACAB, like you hate the police sort of thing?
I appreciate the Burbank police. In general, Burbank seems to have a decent police force, and I haven't heard of anything atrocious. But what were you saying? What am I answering? What is happening to me?
Yeah, you're losing it. I'm saying that, like, breaking down the fear of police is good. Like,
but what does that have to do with
not feeling intimidated, feeling like
Hang on. You're not answering my question, though. My question was, what do you make of the cops doing this propaganda campaign on our children?
Yes, and I'm saying it's good. It's smart because kids.
But do you think that that's the reason they're doing it? I don't think the reason they're doing it is.
Oh, I don't know
I don't
what
want
they're
you
thinking.
to be afraid of me. You're just saying from a parental standpoint, you're happy about that.
Yeah, from a practical standpoint, I don't know what their thinking is. Like, if they're like, we're trying to make the population. I mean, that's probably good from their point of view.
Yeah,
it's not a bad thing. I'm not like anti-cop. Not to say I'm not critical or whatever, but generally speaking, especially in Burbank, I've only had good interactions with the police here.
If we were in Los Angeles, do you think?
Oh, I've had bad interactions with the LAPD.
Yeah,
I don't have a great
differently.
I don't have a great feeling about the fucking LAPD. Fuck them. Like, they fucking ugh.
Okay, what if the LAPD had given Elliot an exclusive sticker?
Well, I would still, from that point of view, I would still be okay with it because even in LA, I would want him to feel like he could go to the police.
Yeah.
It's just that don't expect anything to happen if you're in LA. Like, if you're in LA, it's like going to a fire hydrant and asking for help. They'll fucking fire hydrant
that's going to give you a ticket.
A fire hydrant that would laugh at you. If the fire hydrants could laugh at you, then that's the LAPD.
A mocking fire hydrant.
Yeah, fucking useless. But Burbank, they're great.
Yeah. Okay, and then the other thing that happened is before I found out that our son likes bacon, do you remember when he came home, Emily had taken him to the Sherman Oaks Mall, and he was like, sometime later he was talking about, he's like, that's the day all the fuzz was there.
Yes. Yeah.
And I said, what do you mean? He's like, oh, fuzz is a name for cops.
I love when they use outdated slang that they could not possibly have heard.
On
and
their
they were
own.
like, what?
Yeah. Okay. So we were talking to a landscaper on the phone, and he used a word that was so noticeable to me. It was subtle but noticeable that I was like, needle scratch.
Okay.
Did I hear that?
And it was.
And I looked it up to see, like, is that a word? Did you catch it? Did you notice anything? It was near the end of the call. Did your head cock to the side at all like mine did?
I don't know. I don't think so.
He said datum.
Oh, I didn't hear him say that.
Yeah, he said the datum, but actually he said datums. The datums I'm pulling from are years old at this point. And
I've never heard that. It's like a
datum,
like a
one
plural
piece
of data.
No, data is plural.
Oh, so it's
the singular.
Plural of datum?
Yes.
Wait.
Okay, so this is my thing. He said the datums I'm pulling from. So you mean the data you're pulling from? I guess my question is...
So wait, if you're going to pluralize datum, it wouldn't be datums. Is it? Wait, what?
Well, I'm wondering, does datum refer to something different than data?
Right. I guess that's the first question. What is datum?
Let's just look up datum. Datum, a piece of information, a fixed starting point of a scale or operation.
Okay.
Oh, maybe it's not a singular data. Datum, data. Let's see. Yes. Okay. A datum is a single piece of information, or I wonder if it's datum, observation or a reference point, while data. No, I usually say data.
Whatever.
I couldn't remember who it was for a second, is the plural form representing a collection of facts, figures, or measurements. In technical contexts, a datum acts as a baseline for measurements, such as in surveying or manufacturing. A datum is a singular noun representing one unit. Example, this datum is accurate, while data is used for multiple observations. The data are accurate. I don't know. I think that he...
But datums is the question. Is datums the thing?
Oh, yeah. That's what we're looking up. Let's look up datums. It's important that we nail this down because we don't want to send anyone out there.
No, it's important.
Misinformed.
Yeah, it's important we get it right.
Okay. Datums or datums.
Datums. Like if it referred to only like the starting point for something, you could see datums as being like multiple starting points.
Is datum plural? It's the singular form. Well, data...
Just ask, what is the plural of datums?
It's data. I already know that.
Yeah. So he was just...
In technical fields like surveying, the plural datum or datum is sometimes datums. So it sounds like sometimes, but I'm not sure in this situation he needed to say this.
You think he was just trying to like show off his big vocabulary?
I didn't get the sense that this is a guy who has big vocabulary energy, even BVE, even though I really liked him a lot. But I did not get, because he also talked about having multiple lounge chair moments. And I feel like a lounge chair moment person or lounge moment. You could have multiple lounge moments. I feel like a lounge
Well, you could have like a fire pit moment, and you could have a fragrant.
Oh my God.
A fragrant lounge moment.
Oh my God.
Which really appeals to Sensual Dan.
Sensual Dan. If anyone, I know that the chances that someone just started with this episode on my 14th year of the podcast is rare. But if someone has not been keeping up, here's what you need to know. I had a normal husband for many, many years. And then all of a sudden this year, I had a standard husband. All of a sudden this year, he decided...
You would have referred to me as a standard husband? Jesus.
Standard issue husband.
I was standard issue?
In the realm of scent.
I don't know how to take this.
In the realm of fragrance, yes.
Okay.
And then this year...
with that one datum.
Regarding the datum of... Fragrance. This year...
With regards to fragrance, I was a standard husband.
Yeah.
Okay.
This year you decided you needed a signature fragrance. Thus started a very headachy period of my life where there was a lot of different scents happening.
It wasn't that bad.
And then you singled one out. I loved it. And then you decided you didn't like it because you couldn't smell it.
I still wear it.
I know, I really like it, but you couldn't smell it, and apparently this particular fragrance does that. It like ducks out on people. It nopes out or pieces out. So, you went to a store. Someone wanted to know the name of the store. I think we could say it, right?
Yeah, it's called Phoebe Peacock. It's great. Highly recommend.
Where you designed your own signature fragrance.
I was thinking like it would be a nice date, like a second date kind of situation where it's like,
who are you going on a second date with?
Well, nobody, unfortunately, but I can fantasize.
Yeah,
and I just think it's not. If you're looking for like a daytime activity, go. It's called Phoebe Peacock, but they have a scent bar, and you sit there, and it's like. I don't know. It's like $100 for an hour. But you get to like smell all the different notes, and then they will put together a fragrance that's your.
Can you give them notes on your Sig Frey? Like,
yeah. You could tell them whatever. You could bring in. I think you could bring in, and they'll try to match it.
What if someone goes in and asks for the Oud Abides, which is yours? O-U-D, Oud.
I think they could get mine.
They can buy yours?
I think so. You could go in and get the Oud Abides.
So one night, I've told the story before, but I was asleep.
This was before I had got my Sig
your
Frey.
Signature fragrance. I'm a light sleeper. I go to sleep earlier than Daniel. So I was asleep. Daniel comes to bed. I go to the bathroom, and as I walk out of the bathroom, I say, "Is something going on?"
No. I got into bed, and you like sit up, you're upright, bolt up. You're like, "Is something going on here?" Because this smell. It was nice. I had
because he started his evening fragrance.
I put a little bit on my. Oh my God! I put a little tiny bit on just so that when I'm falling asleep, I smell something nice other than dog breath. And
which is not his nickname for me. There's actually a dog in your face.
2 dogs in my face now. Wendy is right to my left, and then Peter will move over and get right under her head. So I have like a double blast of dog. And, so I just put a little bit of evening fray.
So it was so loud in my nose.
It was a little.
So I sat up. That's right. I guess I talked before I went to. I sat up and I said, "Is something going on?"
Something. Yeah. You were just very confused. So.
It was so strong for midnight. So thus started the evening fragrance. So now he's dialed it back.
I'm trying to find that
your
level.
Fragrance, and then you have one with a little more neroli for evening.
I went back to the gals at
Phoebe Peacock.
The one in particular who I'd worked with, my fragrance
sommelier,
and I was like,
LA.
I wanted to get more because what they give you is just a small amount, just so you could try it, make sure you're like, I like it. You more importantly, you liked it.
I did. I still like the other one. Are we still keeping the name of the other one?
Oh, the other one is called Molecule.
It's 01, right? Because
01. It's by Eccentric Molecule is the company, and it's basically ISO Super is the molecule, but they have like a proprietary patented version of it, and it's really good. But it's really something that you should layer, or it's like a very subtle.
It's a base note.
ISO Super is usually in other fragrances it's very subtle. So anyway.
So you went back to rename.
Well, I wanted to make sure you liked the Oud Abides. And you tell me that you do.
I do. Okay. I just don't like it as much as just Molecule, but I do.
So
like it.
I went back and I was like, I like it, but I asked her if she could turn up the neroli a little.
Did you use that language?
I don't know. I was like, I want to see what it smells like if you just put a little more neroli. Like, I may say dialed up the neroli. And so she did, and it's funny. It changed it. It was like, oh, this has got a different vibe. And then another gal smelled it, and she's like, this is more of an evening vibe. And like you could go out and wear this. And I was like, oh, could I have both? And so now I have the Oud Abides, and I have the Oud Abides. I forgot what we call it, like evening or after dark. But it's nice. It's a nice scent. It's very summery.
You asking her to dial up the neroli reminded me of one of the most cringeworthy things I've ever said in my life. And when I think back on it, I go, oh my God, I can't believe I said that. It doesn't really matter. Like, no one's thinking about it.
Nobody cares.
But can I tell you what it is? Because sometimes I think back on that day and I think, Alison, why? Okay, so for just me, for people, again, for the person who's listening for the first time, you have your signature fragrance. I have my signature segment, Just Me or Everyone. By the way, there's more to say about the fragrance situation, though. Let me just make a note to myself to come back to fragrant moment. So anyway, we made a pilot for Just Me or Everyone with Greg Heller. It was a 2-day shoot. And the makeup artist did my eyes in a different way than I would normally do them. Like a lot of eyeshadow, very little eyeliner. Mm-hmm. And I remember the exec on the project who actually has a kid at the same school as us, and she and I talk a lot now. Actually, she's very nice. But she was like, I was like, do my eyes look okay? Like, this seems like a lot of. It's just, I was just a little bit uncomfortable in the way my makeup looked. Mm-hmm. And she's like, no, it looks really good. Like, I would tell you. So then I kind of, as I was going to sleep that night, I'm like, I think we need to do the same shape, the same like winged look, but with eyeliner instead of eyeshadow, because that's how I would normally wear it.
Right.
So the next day I was talking to the makeup artist and I said, what if we told the story of my eyes with eyeliner?
You're so Hollywood.
It's so lame.
You're such a Hollywood D girl.
And here's the thing about having told the story of my eyes with eyeliner. It looked worse. It looked so heavy.
Really?
Yeah. Like,
so what story was it telling?
She's in her 40s. and her makeup was applied very heavy-handed.
Yeah.
It's interesting, the amount of aging around my eyes between... Because we had Alison Figures It Out, which was the other pilot, and that. Now, I did my own makeup on that. Maybe I should have done my own makeup. No offense to the makeup artist. But I think the difference was less the makeup application and more like what had happened to my face in those intervening years. I don't know, but I just, every now and then I think about, and I was so pleased with myself when I said it too.
You thought you were speaking the language.
I don't know. Yeah, I was. I was trying to code switch.
Yeah. But you have to know the code you're switching to.
It's just so I think about myself sitting in that chair saying, what if we were to tell the story of my eyes with eyeliner? Oh my God.
I kind of like that though.
I don't.
I mean, it's cringe. I get it, but it's fun. is a fun way to think about it.
Yeah, I suppose. So anyway, back to Mr. Sniff. And Mr. Sniff is actually a TikTok account that you follow.
Mr. and Mrs. Sniff.
I didn't mean to write her out of the story.
I am like deep.
The scent.
You know how you were like deep in plastic surgery land for about 3 months where every single TikTok was about it?
I mean, also fish, but yeah.
That's my feed is all people talking about perfumes and
Where's
stuff.
this leading though? Because for me, it
Honestly,
led to surgery.
It is heading in the direction of me designing my own perfumes.
Are you going to leave me though? Am I in your life?
No, you're part of this.
When you retire to your library surrounded by bottles, am I in the picture? Sneezing in the background. This
is all ways of distracting myself from the crushing reality that you are in the picture.
So anyway, we're talking to the landscaper, Mr. Datum, but he hasn't used it yet.
Right.
And then you mention maybe we could incorporate fragrance. No, maybe you said aroma.
I am also...
We could incorporate aroma in the backyard. So we're re-landscaping because... We're talking about it.
We're going to do it.
We've been planning to do it for a long time.
I've been planning because we had a drought a few years ago, and we had to turn the water off. Our fucking entire lawn died.
It's not what we have is not.
And so it's shit. And so it's like
this climate.
I want to change it to something more, drought tolerable, whatever the fuck. Tolerant. Which okay. I happen to. We're in a region that's very Mediterranean, and I like that anyway. So I'm like, all right, let's do that. But now that I'm on my fragrance journey, I was thinking like, well, if we're going to have a yard where we throw the doors open in the office and have like fresh air, wouldn't it be nice if you could smell, like if we thought about the smells, like instead of just like in my opinion, we have like this fifth sense and it's like smell.
That's smart.
And you if you think about it, right? Yeah. And
I just thought we were going around with 4 senses.
Right.
Oh my God, I'm sorry. I'm going to forget if I don't mention this.
What?
I saw I'm realizing that I didn't need to interrupt you with such a ferocity. But anyway, a doctor was explaining that he did a nose job and he created her nose in 5 dimensions.
In time, like back in time, like now her pictures of herself.
What is
when she was 3? They have a nose job.
What's the 5th dimension? Because if the 4th is time, what's the 5th?
I think it would be like multiple realities, like
okay.
So in other timelines, she also has a nose job.
You saying the 5th sense being smell made me think of that. Okay, go ahead.
And I literally have never given any thought to this. Again, might be controversial. 5th sense.
Yeah. Like umami.
But I don't think of them in terms of. I think of in taste.
No, but umami is supposedly the 5th.
Oh, yeah,
taste
like
that we didn't know existed, and you've discovered the 5th sense.
Smell.
Right.
Again, think about it.
Yeah.
It's like a sense.
Yeah. I never thought of it that way, but when you say that, it makes sense.
So you think a lot about touch. You think a lot about what you see and hear. You think about music, but we don't think about
taste even.
Smells. And we tend to associate that stuff with like woo-woo, like, scent, aromatherapy type shit.
Right.
Which is, I just kind of put it over there in the box of like, I don't give a shit. But... So when we did our landscaping,
I'm dying to know what else is in the box.
When we did the landscaping, I think about how it looks. I've always just thought about how does it look, but I'm like, but you should also think about how it smells. And
it smells like dog shit.
Well, but wouldn't it be nice? I always am happy if I walk past a house that has blooming jasmine. I always notice it, and I'm always like, oh, that's so nice, right? Mm-hmm. You're like, guess what?
You could have that. Do you know what?
And you could design it though. You could have it like the same way you design the notes of a perfume. You could go like, okay, we want to put a couple bergamot trees out here, and we're going to put some lavender over here. We're going to put some jasmine, whatever.
Yes. So you were saying this, and Mr. Datum said, yes, a fragrance moment.
And I said, I love a moment.
No, well, then he said something about having like more than one lounge moment and a fire pit moment, and then you said, "I love him."
He was piling up the moments.
There were so many. It was like Precious Moments tea commercial.
But
is
like,
that a thing? That's
our
International
yard
House Coffee.
can't accommodate that many moments.
No,
we can maybe
have
have
a
2
small
moments.
moment yard.
We can have 2 moments.
Do you want to know the smell that when I walk by, I get happy? Why are you giving me such a blank
I'm thinking.
look? You think there's a joke. It's like your money or your life. Well, did you hear me? I'm thinking.
Yeah. Okay.
I think it's your money or your wife.
Money. Yeah, that's good.
I don't know.
Good stuff. Okay. What is it?
When I walk past a dryer vent.
Yes. Well, now there are candles where you can
yes,
get that.
or like or walking past a laundromat, which I haven't done in a while. But
what do we call that though? Like it's when you see it in a candle or something, it's called something.
Linen usually.
Linen. Yeah.
Linen.
That's a nice flavor.
Flavor.
Nice.
Oh my God, lame.
It's a nice aroma.
It's a nice aroma moment.
Aroma mom.
Aroma mom. Now, earlier, you wanted to know what the opposite of aromatherapy is, right?
Yeah, because I farted in the front room, and it was honestly like I was worried that our nanny would quit when she walked in.
I know, because I'm like, she's coming in 6 minutes.
My farts normally don't smell.
Right.
It's true. I don't know. It's like one of those things. Like if they did, it's probably genetic. I don't know. Like they should.
One of those famous quants.
But like, yeah,
scentless.
I'm gifted. I don't have stinky farts.
But you did.
But oh my God.
And I had not yet encountered it. You just reported back.
So
tearing out of
it occurred to me that this is the opposite of what I'm really trying to do. It's ironic. I'm trying to create nice fragrant moments.
Yeah.
I did create a fragrant moment. But it was the opposite of aromatherapy. And I was like, well, what would that be? What would be the opposite of aromatherapy?
Right. And what did I say?
Aroma trauma.
Maybe aroma assault.
Mm.
I think aroma trauma, maybe. Maybe I'm sticking with what I originally said.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what's going on over here. But there is something that I wanted to tell you about, Daniel.
Me?
Well, everyone, really.
Oh.
Starting something new isn't just hard, it's terrifying. So much work goes into this thing that you're not even entirely sure will work out, and it can be hard to make that leap of faith. Trust us, we know. When Daniel started his fragrance business, Quantium, he wasn't even sure what he was doing. What if no one likes the smell? What if they don't buy it? But now that he's a fragrance mogul, he knows he was right in believing in himself and launching despite all of his fears and hesitations. It also helps when you have a partner like Shopify on your side to help. Shopify is the commerce platform behind millions of businesses around the world and 10% of all e-commerce in the U.S. from household names like Thrive Cosmetics and Magic Spoon and Quantium to brands just getting started. Get started with your own design studio with hundreds of ready-to-use templates. Shopify helps you build a beautiful online store that matches your brand's style. Get the word out like you have a marketing team behind you. Easily create email and social media campaigns wherever your customers are scrolling or strolling. Or in the case of Daniel, sniffing. What if people haven't heard about your brand? Shopify helps you find customers with easy-to-run email and social media campaigns. They're always around to share advice with their award-winning 24/7 customer support. It's time to turn those what-ifs into with Shopify today. Sign up for your $1 per month trial at shopify.com/Alison Rosen. Go to Shopify, SHOPIFY.com/Alison Rosen. ALISONROSEN. Don't misspell my name, guys. That's Shopify.com/Alison Rosen. Shopify.com/Alison Rosen.
Do it.
Do it.
What else?
Should we go to some Spotify comments?
Of course we should.
Okay. I'd also like to recall the time. So I get, do you know what a lip flip is? It's where you get a very small amount of Botox in your upper lip, or sort of like right above your upper lip. And then it's like for people who are like, I'm interested in the idea of having a more full upper lip, but the idea of filler scares me.
Mm-hmm.
And it's very...
It pushes down the inner part of your upper lip so that
it makes it so that when your upper lip can't, like some people have an upper lip, like I do, that kind of folds in on itself, so it looks very thin. So it just makes your upper lip look a little fuller. But the first 2 weeks while it's settling can interfere with how you pronounce P's. So we had a Shopify read on Childish, and I could not say Shopify, and I just kept saying Shopify, and I was hoping because
Shopify.
I couldn't say Shopify. I was like Shopify. I couldn't puh. So I was like hoping that it would just sound like I'm saying it really fast.
Did anyone catch it?
No.
Nice.
Okay. Here we go.
All right, here we go.
Oh my God. I just tried to pull the microphone out and just hit myself in the face. What am I doing, guys? Okay. Nope. That was from last week. Nope. So's that one. Okay. GK, great episode. You guys are the coolest. I don't know about that. Questions answered. 1, it's always, so this is from the guy who put his jump rope in his carry-on bag.
Right.
And I was like, I need to understand why you would put your jump rope in your carry-on.
Okay.
Questions answered. 1, it's always a treat to hear you guys together. When I moved to Germany, my bags were too heavy. So, because we were like, I think he had said it's a treat. And for some reason I was making a joke about like, well, what's the treat? Or maybe I said I thought he was going to say it's a treat, but he said it's something.
I see.
I think he left the word treat out. When I moved to Germany, my bags were too heavy, so I had to put my weighted jump rope in my carry-on bag to get under the weight limit. It passed the US just fine, but the French weren't having any part of silliness. Oh, there you go. I didn't know it was a weighted jump rope. It's more intense than a regular one. Where are the weights in the handle? Because otherwise it would really whip around.
I'm not a jump rope guy. I think you can get jump ropes that aren't just a rope, that have like
weights on the rope.
Well, they're not like heavy weights, but they're just enough to keep it straight, to keep it from like twirling up.
Oh,
I don't know.
I
actually don't really know.
You're not a jump rope guy suggesting there's a lot of. I mean, I guess there are. Adam Carolla was a jump rope guy.
I mean, jump rope is a great exercise. I'm just not coordinated enough to do it. Like I tried at one point in my life. I was like, I'm going to do jump rope because I know how good an exercise it is.
I think I tried. I think I did too.
And it's just like, I couldn't keep it going. I don't have the coordination.
I can do the double jump, but I can't do the jump, the like where you, what am I trying to say? You do an oscillation of the rope.
Mm-hmm.
What's the word for that? It's not oscillation.
I don't know.
The rope hits the ground.
A rotation?
Yeah, where you jump on every rotation. That is a lot of jumping.
What versus what? You jump every time the rope goes under your feet, right?
In one scenario, you're jumping up and down, up, down, up, down, up, down. In the other scenario, you're going jump, 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 jump. I guess the same amount of jumping, but it's how like high you're jumping.
Oh, okay.
Do you know what I'm saying?
I think I do.
Most people do like the double jump, but if you're really into it, then you do like it's like jumping in all caps.
This is exhausting thinking about it.
Imagine doing it.
All
right, GK, we need to know. Are you doing a single jump or a double jump? Sandy Tenno Bassett. When my kiddo was little, I really didn't give much candy. It was more so new outdoor toys, sidewalk chalk, new warm weather outfits, etc.
Wait, what?
I think that must be in relation to us complaining about all the Easter candy that's in our house.
Yeah.
Craig. Hi, Allison. I like banana. Banana runts are my favorite.
You know, oh yeah, those are good. Are those the banana shaped?
I think so.
Those are good.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at you. Pissing everybody off with your banana takes.
You know, if I were to eat an artificial banana flavored candy, I would prefer it be a runt. Like I could go for that more than like get your banana out of my jelly beans. You're
just not used to banana being in a jelly bean flavor form.
But I also don't like strawberry banana as a flavor.
Like you wouldn't like a banana strawberry smoothie?
I would choose something else.
Well, that's not the choice. That's not what I'm saying. Do you not like it?
I don't like it.
Huh. I feel like that's one of those flavor combos. I feel like strawberry banana goes better than strawberry chocolate. And
yeah, I agree. I mean, no, I don't. But I also don't want strawberry chocolate.
Well, look at you.
Sorry.
I do understand.
I just gotta speak my truth.
Banana is one of those flavors where I totally get why someone wouldn't like it. Same with watermelon. Like there's certain flavors that are very like particular, and and especially artificial versions of those can be very bad. Like I agree that artificial banana flavor can be gross.
I really don't like artificial grape.
Well, that's where I think grape is usually pretty good. But
all right, Swizzly. Get this, Daniel. This is like breaking news for you. You got to let Daniel know there's a global fragrance convention August 14th to 15th in Houston called FragCon.
I mean, it's in fucking Houston.
Yeah.
There's also Mr. and Mrs. Sniff just went to a indie perfumer convention in Vegas, which I'm sure was full of
swingers.
So it's probably basically that's code for swinger convention,
probably.
Right?
And this is what you want to be part of.
I don't care about the community. I'm in it for the art, honey. I'm in it for the art. I mean,
oh my God, are you going to make the case for this being art?
There's fragrances that are okay. There's like two. Have I talked about this? There's like basically two. If you were to draw a line on one side, there's like.
Thank you for all your Spotify comments. Keep them coming.
Fragrances that people want because they want to smell good, right? So what you might spray on so that you get compliments or people go, "Oh, you smell really good." And then on the other side is just fragrances that are what you might call art. I know art is a very pretentious word, but I don't know what another way to describe it. Where it's like these are not designed to make you smell good.
Right? No, this is commentary on some kind of crisis.
No, it's it's people creating perfumes that are meant to evoke things like thoughts, feelings, and sometimes very disturbing. They will
like Epstein files.
Like there's one fragrance that is like, oh, what is it called? It's like birthday
massacre.
Well, no, but I forget what the name of it is, but it's essentially like the title evokes this idea of something really bad happening on a birthday. And the smell, so the top notes are like birthday cake, so it's like good, but then underneath it, some of the mid and bass notes are like gunpowder and smoke and incense. So it's like this weird. So as a scent dries down, you smell different things. So you smell at first, you're smelling the birthday. I
need to ask a question because I'll put a pin in it.
I'm not saying this is good. I'm saying this is an example of what I'm talking about, where it's like they designed it so that what you smell at first is one thing.
Yeah.
And then as you stay with it, other things come into it, and it's meant to bring about and people who smell it are like, this feels really lonely. This smells like it's not, even though it started pleasant. And that is art.
It's an experience.
That's an experience that someone is trying to create, and I think that's really cool.
But is the application of that someone would buy it and wear it, or is it like you go to a museum and you smell it? Yeah,
so that's always been my question with some of these. There's one called Intolerable, Intolerable Evil or something like that, that's got notes of like blood notes, and people like find it very offensive, but like people do wear it. I don't care that much about it in those, like, I'm not like, oh, I would wear it. I think it's really, I just think it's neat that someone could create a perfume that could evoke these things. And
I'm just wondering what the point is if you're designing something that's not something that's going to smell good that people want to put on their body.
I think all of these have something about them that actually doesn't smell bad.
I mean, actually, maybe it's sort of like couture, where what people are wearing on the runway is not actually what's going to be sold in stores.
No, people buy these to wear. I think maybe goth or people who are just into like personal expression, like they don't wear perfume to smell good. They wear perfume to be part of their personal expression.
Is that what you do?
No, I wear it because I like the smell of it.
Jackie Johnson brought over a bunch of blood perfumes and we smelled them
She
for a
did?
Patreon. Yeah. And they all smelled like not a head shop, but like a store where you'd buy goth clothing and body jewelry.
I think it's
they
cool.
had like an incense smell, I guess.
Like the scent part of your brain is really close to the memory part. Is closer to the memory part of your brain than anything else. So the fact that that we don't really like, you could design a fragrance and it could be more evocative of a feeling than a movie or a piece of music or something. Like, that's really cool. Like if someone created a smell of a particular, God, there was one I got a sample of, and it was like, oh, whoa, I haven't smelled this since I was a kid. What is it? And so you start having all these memories and things, like associations. You're like, this is like my grandfather's library.
Yeah.
You know,
I will all of a sudden, for me, it's less that I get a smell and it brings up a memory. Then I'll just sit there and all of a sudden I'll remember a smell.
Yeah.
And it's so like, oh my God, that's what having a baby duck smelled like. That one I can remember very easily.
So you could create a baby duck perfume.
And it's like duck shit and wet mash. Or
there are animalics. There's a company called Zoology, and they do all their perfumes are animal based.
That's neat.
And some of them are really weird. There's one squid that's like very like aquatic. There's one called moth that people like that's very like ashy, and I want to smell them, but
and like a moth smells like a moth.
Well, it's called moth, but some of them have. One of them has like they make it with what is it? There's some kind of there's like a rat, and they use its feces to like extract this scent from its feces, so it's got a fecal note. It's crazy. I mean, I wouldn't probably be into that, but it's interesting.
Gross. Listen, Daniel.
I'm listening.
I don't know about you, but I like keeping my money where I can see it. Unfortunately, traditional big wireless carriers also like keeping my money. After years of overpaying for wireless, you guys, if you're fed up with those crazy high wireless bills, bogus fees, and quote free perks that actually cost more in the long run, you should switch to Mint Mobile. You could be saving so much on Mint Mobile compared to big wireless carriers. Stop overpaying for wireless just because that's how it's always been. Mint exists purely to fix that. They're here to rescue you with premium wireless plans starting at, get ready for this, $15 a month. All plans come with high-speed data, all those datums, and unlimited talk and text delivered on the nation's largest 5G network. Bring your own phone and number, activate with eSIM in minutes, and start saving immediately. No long-term contracts, no hassle. Ditch overpriced wireless and get 3 months of premium wireless service from Mint Mobile for $15 a month. Try it out, guys. It's exactly what you need right now. If you like your money, Mint Mobile is for you. Shop plans at Mint Mobile, mintmobile.com/Alison Rosen. That's mintmobile.com/Alison Rosen. Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month 5 gigabyte plan requirement, equivalent to $15 a month. New customer offer for first 3 months only, then full price plan options available. Taxes and fees extra. See Mint Mobile for details. All right, Daniel, here's what I want to know.
All right.
All you fragrance people use the term, and actually all the cosmetics people on TikTok, the term dries down. Is drying down different than drying? When it dries down versus drying.
I don't know if it refers literally to drying, although it does dry, right? But
everyone is always talking about letting things dry down, and I just feel like, aren't you just letting it dry?
So like when you spray a perfume, okay, you're going to get hit with some what they call the top notes.
Yeah.
The top notes go away real fast. And so when they talk about drying down, I think what they're talking about is like what stays after it sits for a minute. It's just like, because it changes.
Uh-huh.
So you can like the smell of something when you spray it, but if you were to just buy it off of that, you might be disappointed because then you don't like the mid or the bass notes on it. And it's like the Oud Abides has a very like citrusy top notes, almost kind of like a herbal top note. But then when it dries down, it's like more floral and vanilla.
Yeah.
And or like a burnt vanilla almost. So that's really what they mean.
Okay. In perfumery, oh my God, is that what you're in?
I guess.
The dry down is the final longest lasting stage of a fragrance. Occurring after the top and middle notes evaporate, leaving behind the base notes. This phase develops over several hours, revealing the scent's true character, depth, and interaction with individual skin chemistry.
There you go.
But I guess I want to know, how is dry down different than dry, is what I would want to know. That would be the question I would ask.
I don't know.
Were I to ask a question.
I think that like
I
think it probably dries faster than the dry down.
Okay.
Like, because perfumes are mixed with perfumers' alcohol, and alcohol evaporates real fast.
Yeah.
So, like, if you were to spray it on your wrist, you could watch it dry real quick, but you'd still probably have the top notes there.
Right.
Right. And so that wouldn't have. That wouldn't.
I think I always appreciate honestly, I do appreciate a dry down, because there's many perfumes where like hours later I'm like, oh, I really like it now.
Yeah. A lot of them, because a lot of them will have certain top notes.
It's usually like this, like there's like a sweet musk left over.
Yeah.
Is that what they get from the rat ass?
Oh, I forget what that's called. You mean the it's
musk? It's
beaver. I think it's beaver.
That's what they use in artificial vanilla flavor.
It's a particular gland.
Yeah.
They use all over the place.
So I have a story.
Is it ambroxan? No, that's the sperm whale intestines. I forget what it's called. Go ahead.
I thought it's whale feces.
No, it's a thing.
Who first smelled that and was like, yes, this goes in my scent library?
Yeah, you wonder that. Like, who was like, okay,
it smells like shit, but there's something worth saving in here.
I love the smell of a beaver's butt, but what does it taste like? It tastes like vanilla.
Yeah,
you do have to wonder. It is such an oddly specific. It's like things that are inside the stomachs or inside the intestines of sperm whales get coated with this stuff, and that's what it is. It's that coating. Is that, I think
Think
ambroxan?
about something going through the intestines, though.
Yeah.
Whatever it's getting coated with is very strongly. It would very strongly smell of shit. Because that's where it collects. Well, it's like if it were for a person, it'd be like, oh, some kind of mucus. Even the word mucus
doesn't smell like shit, though. The ambroxan.
Well, maybe have you ever smelled whale shit?
Although,
also
look up what the smell of ambroxan is. Maybe it is like if the true they make it now. It's all.
I even think ambroxan is not the correct name. I think ambroxan is the synthetic one.
Yeah, well, it's all synthetic now. Nobody's like harvesting sperm whale fucking intestinal shit. It's all. It's all an approximation.
It's a synthetic aroma chemical that mimics the rare animalic scent of natural ambergris.
Ambergris. That's
ambergris.
It. That's what it is.
It's prized in perfumery for its warm, skin-like, woody and creamy scent, salty, musky nuance.
There you go.
I'm going to look up ambergris because that's okay. It's a rare, waxy substance produced in the intestines of sperm whales to protect against sharp squid beaks. Oh my God, they eat squid that often that they have to produce perfume to protect against it. Often called floating gold or whale vomit. Valued at up to $35 per gram. 35 plus per gram. That's like, well, I don't know what gold is now. More than that, but still. It is used in high-end perfumery as a fixative for its complex, musky, earthy, and sweet scent. It is found floating or washed up on beaches, having matured over years in the ocean. It's produced only by sperm whales and occasionally by dwarf pygmy sperm whales. That sounds cute. I saw the cutest video. It was
Baby sloth.
What?
Oh
no, that was cute too. But it was baby doll, like it was dolphins like jumping out of the water, and you know how they do the little like
I do.
dolphin jump.
Sure.
And then like the comment was, "I've never seen one this small. Did you see it?" So I'm like waiting, and then you see this tiny little baby jump over it, and then it is really small.
That's fun.
There's something else I need to tell you about, and then I got to tell you my story.
Okay.
It's Way Day at WAYFAIR. From April 25th through 27th, you can score the best deals in home, like up to 80% off with free shipping on everything. WAYFAIR makes it easy to find exactly what fits your style and needs, from furniture and decor to home improvement and outdoor essentials, and it's all on sale during Way Day. Upgrade your space with quality pieces that work within your budget, and the best part, everything ships fast and free during Way Day. Plus, you can shop with WAYFAIR Verified, aka your shortcut to the good stuff. Their team of product specialists vets everything by hand using a 10-point quality inspection, so you know you're getting a quality piece no matter your budget. I love WAYFAIR. I'm excited about Way Day. We have a rug in the hall that really makes me happy, pulls the hallway together. It's my favorite rug in the house, and that's from WAYFAIR. Pretty much if I need a rug, I go to WAYFAIR. Also, we have a bed that we got from WAYFAIR. We have little shelving units and whatnot from WAYFAIR. I pretty much love WAYFAIR. And they have installation and assembly services available for a truly seamless experience, and thousands of 5-star reviews that help you shop with confidence. Way Day is the sale to shop the best deals in home. We're talking up to 80% off with fast and free shipping on everything. Head to wayfair.com April 25th through the 27th to shop Way Day. That's WAYFAIR, WAYFAIR.com. WAYFAIR, every style, every home. Okay, so anyway, Daniel, I don't know how much I've talked on the show about my suture situation. I think I've talked about it a little bit, enough that... maybe actually I can't remember. Anyway, the point is, I have dissolvable sutures around my ears and in my hairline a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And at my last visit with my surgeon in New York, he said, "Do you have a dermatologist in California who can help you get these sutures out?"
Right.
And I said, I don't have a regular dermatologist. I went to someone. I didn't say this to you. I'm saying this to you. I went to a new dermatologist in Burbank less than a year ago, but almost a year ago, for a mole check. And I'm like, she seems like a good like for that kind of stuff. She doesn't do aesthetic stuff. I just don't have a relationship with the dermatologist. And I said, well, I know an injector who might be able to help, and she is a nurse. But I asked her, and she said she couldn't because of liability. So I was planning on making an appointment with this dermatologist again. And when I get there, I would just be like, oh, hey, by the way, could you, I did mention it because a listener said urgent care can remove sutures. So I made the mistake of asking ChatGPT. Now, first of all, the fact that I'm even using ChatGPT still is a mistake.
Yeah, don't do it.
I got to switch. But I asked ChatGPT, and they were like, oh, yeah, this is, super routine. You can just call and say the following, and they should be able to get you in. So I was like, oh, maybe I don't have to be all secretive about it, So I call the urgent care near us, and they say, what kind of surgery was it? And I say it was facial plastic surgery. And they're like, we can't do anything, that, because the liability. They won't touch that because of that. And then I also asked the dermatologist's office, and the woman on the phone was like, I'll have to call you back. And then I sent a message too, and they still haven't called me back. So one of our lovely listeners offered to do it for me, but she is in Orange County. And I was like, I'm going to find out from my surgeon how vital it is that I get them out, but I might need to take you up on that. Mm-hmm. So could you just
go to a tailor?
I know. I was trying to think of like what other specialties, like could a physical therapist do it? Mm-hmm. A butcher? Who does this? So I texted him and then he didn't write back. So I called the office and asked to speak with one of his nurses. Talked to one of his nurses and she's like, Alison, they dissolve. Like, it's fine. Cause I'm like, I could drive, 1.5 to 2 hours. Should I do it? And she's like, you don't have to put yourself through this much work. Like they will fall out. You're fine. And I was like, oh, great. That evening, my doctor texts back and he's like, it would be ideal to get them out. Because I suspected it might affect healing or scarring, not in a massive way, but even if it's just in a little way, like I'd rather, after everything I went through, I'd rather not mess up this part of it.
Can I pull them out?
I said, could I do it? And they're like, 100% no. So he said, so I told him, I'm like, oh my God, the urgent care and the dermatologist won't touch them because of liability. Can I leave them in? Is it going to affect healing? And then he wrote back, it would be ideal to get them out. I think your derm is being too anxious, which yes. Do you want me to try to find someone for you in LA? And I said, oh my God, that'd be amazing. And then I sat there and I thought, should I say to him, by the way, if it matters, I'm in Burbank, but I'll go wherever. Like, of course I would soften it, Yeah. This is a hyper-local story. I really debated, like, should I let him know where I am?
But you didn't.
I didn't. I don't know how much that would have affected.
Yeah, it might not have.
So I already told you.
You already told me.
It's so nice of him to find me someone who will remove them. And guess where they're located?
Culver City.
Santa Monica.
God.
They have an office in Culver City and in Santa Monica. They can get me into
which is less convenient. I can't even. I think Santa Monica might be less convenient.
As the crow flies, Santa Monica is less convenient, but according to Waze, it's actually it's the same pretty much. So
Ugh.
That being said, I appreciate it very much, and I will go to this person But anyway, for anyone who is not hyper local, that is like the farthest it could be from Burbank, but still in Los Angeles.
Sucks.
What is the farthest? If someone's gonna find someone in LA, what's the furthest from Burbank? Is there anything further than Santa Monica?
Well, I mean, there's lots of places further from Burbank than Santa Monica.
That would be LA.
Venice is further.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, hey, at least it's not Venice.
Playa del Rey, isn't it?
Playa del Rey? Yeah.
Is that further?
Mar Vista?
Mar Vista's closer.
But here's the thing. Venice, Playa Vista, or Playa del Rey, or whatever you just said. I guess San Pedro. Is that LA? Who needs to do this geographical game?
Nobody cares.
Those are all the same as Santa Monica.
Yeah, more or less.
Anyway, it won't be that bad. It'll be like 40-something minutes because I'm able to get in there in late morning, which is like the only reasonable time to go do this.
Right.
I just thought it was funny.
Honey, it's fucking hilarious.
Should I do a one-woman show about it?
Oh, please. Rent a black box theater.
Yes. And then this show is just me telling this story. It's like it would be like an anti-show.
Yeah.
And then we could just spray some of your birthday massacre scents in the air.
Oh, everyone has to smell, and it's the smell of what?
Disappointment.
The smell of travel. It's the smell of traveling to Santa Monica.
Yeah, and disappointment.
So it's like car exhaust and sea breeze.
Sea breeze, is that one of your scenty things? What?
I don't know. I've just tipped my toe, my little
tipped
toes.
Your toe?
I tipped my toes into this world. I don't know what they all are. Look, I'm not saying I'm going to become a perfumer.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that might be fun.
I'd also like to give an update. I am a couple days shy of 4 weeks from the surgery, and my face does not feel normal. And my nose doesn't feel normal yet either to me. And I don't mean like if you touch them. I mean, like from inside, as a person trapped inside my face, as a consciousness inside a face, shit doesn't feel normal yet. Like my ears, but maybe once I get the sutures out, it'll start feeling a lot more normal because they become more irritating as your body starts to like spit them out. But I think it's funny. I saw a clip of Nikki Glaser on Dax Shepard's podcast talking about how she thinks she'll get a facelift, in the next few years. But the thing that's putting her off from it is that the recovery is just so intense. It's so gnarly. And like you don't hear people talk about it that much. And I was thinking, I'm talking about it right now. Mm. You really don't. I really feel surprised by this, even though when you think about it, of course it would be a lot. It's your face and look what they're doing. And there's a shit ton of nerves and it's all very sensitive. Why wouldn't it be something that takes a long time to heal? And yet somehow I thought it would just be not that intense. And what?
There's a hummingbird looking at us.
Oh.
But he flew away.
Hey, was he admiring my nose?
Yeah, he wanted to see what you were talking about, and then he's like, never mind.
Hey, bird, go to the feeder. We have delicious nectar for you.
He doesn't care.
They don't give a fuck about our nectar. I know. Our nectar could be what's something hummingbirds hate? Our nectar. Our nectar could be our nectar, and they would not even. Anyway, point is, my ears hurt. My face feels tight. As my nerves are waking up, I'm having weird sensations. My nose feels tight and dry and a little bit uncomfortable. And yet I power through because I am nothing short of a hero in this situation that I put myself in.
That's the thing that I always remember is when I'm starting to feel sympathy, I go, she did do this to herself.
Are you serious?
No.
Are you a little bit serious?
No.
Because I don't even have sympathy for me.
I have sympathy for you. I think
because it's just so hard being me.
Yeah. You can't help but punish yourself with your own, ways. I don't know what I'm getting.
What are you talking about?
I'm getting tired.
I know. All right. Well, on that note.
Is this a top note?
Oh, I had a thought when you were just going on and on and on about notes and stuff. I was thinking, if we were top notes, mid notes, and base notes, like what are we? What do you think your top note is?
What do you mean?
The way you come across to someone.
Like vibe-wise?
Like what's the first impression? And then what's the middle? And then what's the lasting impression?
Oh, God, I don't even want to try to answer that. I have no idea.
I know. I don't exactly know for myself either. But I would guess it's like my top note is probably like, oh, funny, witty.
Right.
And then there's like a middle note of insecure. And then a base note. I have no idea anymore. I don't know. I don't know what the difference. I don't know what my middle versus my base is.
Yeah, it's something to think about.
I'll probably write an essay about it.
Oh, please.
Oh, speaking of essays, yeah. I have been writing on Substack.
Substack.
I realized recently that what I am having right now is a midlife crisis. It might have been screamingly obvious to everyone else, but all of a sudden it was like, oh, that's what this is.
Yeah, you didn't buy a sports car. You just bought a new face.
Yeah. One that everyone says looks like me, though. Thank God.
It does.
I think I look the same, just.
Snatched.
Snatched. It just means like, just.
AlisonRosen.substack.com. Also,
Substack.
I would be simply thrown in jail if I didn't mention that we are a Patreon. A Storm. Also, exclusive face content and videos with my surgeon on Patreon. And our weekly news plus questions podcast, patreon.com/Alison Rosen, and a level where you can text me and I'll text you back. All right, Daniel, thank you for joining me. Thank you for disturbing me with the discussions of perfume as art. I'd like to thank everyone for listening. Thank you for listening. I love you. You matter. Goodbye.
Hey, do you know about the Alison Rosen Show?